Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining me on the channel today. I hope you're safe, focused, and staying strong despite the challenges facing our country. Let's get straight into our discussion because Dati Baba-AHMED has made a clear and powerful assertion. He stated that Nigeria's insecurity would have been solved if Peter Obi had been sworn in as president. His remark is compelling and it is prompting many Nigerians to confront an important question: what would our nation look like today under a different leadership path? Dati didn't whisper it. He didn't sugarcoat it. He said it boldly that Nigeria's insecurity would have been solved if Obi was in charge. And whether people agree or disagree, the truth is this statement cuts deep because it reflects exactly how millions of Nigerians feel. Every day, citizens wake up unsure whether they will return home safely. Kidnappings have become normal. Mass abductions are turning into headlines we've become numb to. Terrorists and violent groups operate freely like they are co-owners of the nation. And all this is happening while the current government keeps recycling excuses like a broken record. Dati's statement forces us to imagine an alternative reality, a Nigeria where leadership is data-driven, disciplined, transparent, and intentionally focused on the welfare of the people. A Nigeria where leaders don't dismiss citizens' suffering with arrogance or silence. A Nigeria where empathy guides policy, where accountability isn't a suggestion but a culture, and where competence is not optional. And let's speak honestly. The pain of many Nigerians today comes from the belief that we missed a historic chance for real transformation in 2023. When Dati said insecurity would have been solved, he wasn't speaking from fantasy. He was pointing out the obvious. Leadership matters, competence matters, vision matters. Today, communities across the north are living in daily fear. Families in the south are building cages around their homes. Highways that once connected our people now serve as hunting grounds for criminals. Parents send their children to school with prayers trembling on their lips. Farmers cannot go to their farms. Markets close early because darkness has become a signal for danger. And in the midst of this suffering, Nigerians feel abandoned by a system that has failed to protect them. Contrast that with the leadership style many Nigerians saw in Peter Obi, someone who listens, analyzes, responds with data, speaks with humility, and takes every problem personally. Whether you like him or not, one thing is clear. Obi represents the kind of leadership desperate societies cling to when everything else collapses. A leadership rooted in responsibility, not entitlement. Dati's comment also reopens a deeper wound, the unresolved argument about the 2023 mandate. Many Nigerians believe that if the true will of the people had prevailed, we would be on a different path today. Not a perfect path, but certainly not this path of chaos, confusion, and daily mourning. His words revived the national conversation about what Nigeria could have been and what it must still become. And let's talk about the bigger picture, because this conversation isn't just about Obi or Dati. It's about the state of our nation. It's about a breakdown of public trust. It's about institutions that no longer inspire confidence. It's about leadership that feels disconnected from the reality of the citizens. It's about a security architecture that has collapsed from the inside. It's about the rising anger of a people who feel unheard, unsafe, and unprotected. But beyond the pain, frustration, and disappointment, this moment should awaken our national consciousness. It should force us to reflect, not just complain. Nigeria cannot be fixed by one man alone, not Obi, not Dati, not anyone. It takes a collective shift. Citizens must speak up, participate, organize, demand accountability, and refuse to normalize failure. Communities must unite to protect themselves while pushing for a government that prioritizes security, not political drama. The media must tell the truth boldly. Religious and traditional leaders must stop being silent. Every Nigerian, in big and small ways, must recognize that our future is tied together. If we want a safer Nigeria, we must support leaders who put lives first. We must demand transparency in security spending. We must insist on recruiting, training, and equipping security forces properly. We must push for reforms that break the networks between criminals and corrupt officials. We must empower local communities. We must invest in youth, jobs, and education so crime stops being a survival strategy. These steps are not suggestions. They are the foundation of a nation that wants to exist tomorrow. And that's why Dati Baba-AHMED's words hit so hard. They remind us that leadership is the difference between life and death in today's Nigeria. They challenge us to rethink what we tolerate. They push us to imagine something better. And they warn us that if we don't demand more, Nigeria will continue to sink deeper into the chaos we see now. My people, it's time to rise above fear. Time to demand better. Time to stay informed, stay vocal, and stay united. If you believe Nigeria deserves more, then make your voice count today. If you found this video powerful, please like it, drop your thoughts in the comment section, share this message with every Nigerian you know, and subscribe for more bold, uncompromising, truth-centered content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to engage with you on the next video.